Welcome to Moonlit Zen Sleep, a quiet corner of the night where your breath softens and your spirit finally feels safe enough to rest. Tonight's journey is titled, How to Deal with Toxic People Peacefully, Buddhist Teachings for Inner Strength and Calm. You've come here because something in your day or in your life has felt heavy, sharp, or draining. Maybe someone's bitterness touched you. Maybe someone's words left a quiet ache. Maybe you just need a place where the world stops pulling at your peace. Here, you're free to breathe again, free to release what doesn't belong to you, free to find calm without forcing anything, free to release. This session is created with a simple purpose: to help you unwind, to help your heart return to itself, and to guide you toward a soft, peaceful strength that isn't shaken by anyone's storm. So let's begin gently with connection. You're not listening alone. Thousands of tired souls come here each night, seeking the same quiet, the same soft release, the same moment of stillness before sleep. In this shared silence, you're held, understood, and welcomed exactly as you are. Take a slow breath in, easy, unhurried, and let the exhale melt the noise of your day. Again, softer this time, as if the night itself is breathing with you. Let your shoulders loosen, let the mind slow its pace, let the heart find a little more room to settle. Now the space begins to open around you, quiet, calm, spacious, like a moonlit forest. At the edge of midnight, the air cools, the wind softens. A single lantern glows on a wooden path leading toward a gentle, waiting stillness. Feel that atmosphere forming, not outside you but within you. A soft clearing, a silent temple of breath and rest. Tonight, you don't need to be strong. You don't need to figure anyone out. You don't need to solve what others have caused. Just be here. In this softening night, let me guide you deeper. Breathe in, as if you're gathering every scattered piece of yourself, and breathe out, as if you're letting the weight of others drift away into the open sky. Slow the pace. Slow the inner noise. Let your breath guide your body into an easier rhythm. Your hands grow warm, your jaw eases, your spine softens into the place where you rest. The energy around you turns gentle, like a quiet river moving under moonlight. You're doing nothing wrong. You're just arriving, fully, slowly, tenderly. If this space helps you feel lighter tonight, you're welcome to return anytime. Moonlit Zen Sleep is always here, open, quiet, and free. And now, as your breath settles and the night wraps around you like soft velvet, well, begin the journey into deeper calm. Let the edges of the world fade. Let the tension dissolve, and follow me gently as we enter the heart of Zen sleep. Settle down now, slowly, softly, as if the night is taking your weight into its gentle hands. Let your breath drift downward, warm, unhurried, moving like a quiet tide at the edge of your chest. You're here now, safe, wrapped in stillness, wrapped in a softness that asks nothing from you. Take another breath, a little slower, a little deeper, letting the day fall away like dust, shaken from an old coat. Let the mind loosen. Let the shoulders release. Let the heart soften into a quieter rhythm. Tonight, you walk into a peaceful space, a slow, moonlit path stretching through a mountain forest. High above the places that tired you today, the air is cool here, fresh, full of pine and quiet earth. The kind of air that feels like a new beginning. Feel the ground beneath your feet, soft, supporting you, holding you gently with every step you take. Follow the path a little farther, and you will see it. A small wooden temple resting on the mountainside. Old, simple, warm with silence. Outside the temple door hangs a wind chime made of smooth bamboo pieces, light as breath, worn by many seasons, softened by sun and storm. The wind chime moves slowly as a thin breeze passes by. It sings a single note, clear, pure, like the first drop of calm, touching your mind. Come closer, close enough to feel the air shift around you. Sit beneath the chime and let its presence settle your spirit. The breeze grows stronger now. It pushes the bamboo pieces harder and harder. They spin, they sway. Thanks for watching. The breeze grows stronger. They strike each other in sudden bursts. But listen carefully. Each burst becomes music. Each push becomes sound. Each gust becomes a moment of shimmering calm. The wind chime never complains. Not when the wind is soft. Not when the wind is harsh. Not when the wind forgets to be gentle. It simply sings, because that is its nature, its quiet gift, its calm truth. Let that truth move into your breath now. Inhale softly, like the wind passing through bamboo. Exhale slowly, like sound dissolving into night. Feel the air cool your skin. Feel the quiet warm your chest. Feel the story of the wind chime unfold inside you. Once, long ago, the monks of this mountain noticed something strange. Whenever a fierce storm hit, trees bent and cracked, branches snapped, doors slammed, loose stones rolled down the hill. But the bamboo wind chime always survived, always sang, always found a way to turn turbulence into music. When the storm raged, the chime bent with it. When the wind roared, the chime moved in rhythm. When the gusts struck hard, the chime only grew louder, deeper, more resonant. The bamboo was light, but not weak. Soft, but not fragile. Flexible, but not lost. Its strength came from its emptiness. Inside each bamboo piece was open space, room for sound, room for movement, room for the wind to pass without breaking anything. Sit with that for a moment. The beauty of emptiness, the power of space, the calmness of allowing. Maybe today someone's words blew harshly against you. Maybe someone's presence pressed heavy on your chest. Maybe someone's tone shook you in ways you didn't show. But you're here now, and you don't need to hold any of that anymore. Let the wind chime teach you without speaking. Feel how it accepts movement, but protects its center, how it allows impact, but does not keep the sting, how it moves freely, but never loses its voice. Another gust rises. The bamboo rattles. The night air vibrates. But the sound that follows is not anger, not fear, not frustration, only music, only calm, only acceptance. Let that acceptance move into your breath now. Inhale, as if clearing your inner space. Exhale, as if letting all heaviness pass through you without staying. You don't have to absorb the wind around you. You don't have to match the energy that stings. You don't have to carry the noise that others throw. You only need to remain yourself, like the wind chime, light, open, steady in your own way. Hear the bamboo again. Soft rings, soft touches, soft reminders that peace is not the silence outside you. It is the space inside you. A larger wind rises. It sweeps across the mountain. It shakes branches. It tumbles leaves. It stirs the night. But you watch the wind chime respond in one simple truth. It moves without fear. It lets the wind pass without holding it. It lets the moment happen without becoming the moment. And as the wind eventually tires, as it begins to fade, as it becomes only a memory, the wind chime returns to stillness, just as you will, just as you already are. Place your hand gently over your heart now. Feel the warmth. Feel the softness. Feel the quiet strength resting beneath your palm. You are not the storm someone else brings. You are not the noise someone else throws. You are not the bitterness someone else carries. You are the chime, open, flexible, steady, capable of making beauty even when the wind forgets to be kind. Breathe again, slow and deep. As the night begins to gather around you, the wind settles, the bamboo stills, the air warms, the world softens, the mountain becomes quiet once more. Only the moon remains awake, watching, guarding, glowing over the temple. And something inside you begins to glow too. A small light, a gentle trust, a quiet understanding that you do not need to react to every wind that touches your life. Some winds pass quickly, some linger, some swirl, some sting, but all pass. Every single one. Let yourself rest in that truth now. Let the night deepen. Let your breath settle. Let your spirit sink into a softer place. The wind chime hangs quietly above you now. Still, peaceful, content. Its work is done, and so is yours. Let this stillness carry you forward, downward, inward, toward the next chapter. Waiting in the dark. Stay here with the quiet, just a little longer. Let the world grow softer around each inhale. The night sky stretches wide above you, deep blue, endless, a quiet bowl of stars resting over the temple roof. The bamboo wind chime sways with one last gentle breath of air, its pieces touching lightly, as if saying goodbye to the passing wind. You feel the calmness settle into your shoulders now. A warmth, like someone smoothing a blanket over your tired body. Let that warmth move downward, to your chest, your ribs, your belly, and deeper still. Breathe again, soft as moonlight, slow as falling snow. Each breath, a small release. You may remember moments when someone's words felt like wind, sharp, unexpected, unwanted. Moments that shook you more than you wanted to admit. Let them surface for just a breath, not to relive them, only to watch them drift by like distant weather. You don't have to hold the memory. Let it be a cloud, a passing gust, a short-lived storm that can no longer reach you here. The wind chime teaches this gently. It doesn't cling to the memory of harsh winds. It doesn't tense when it hears the next breeze. It simply waits, in peace, in openness, in quiet readiness. You can feel that same readiness settling into you now. Not a readiness to fight, not a readiness to defend, a readiness to remain yourself in any wind, a readiness to stay soft and unshaken. Imagine now the master of the temple stepping out into the night, his robes brushing the floor, his steps silent as falling ash. He stands beside you, beneath the wind chime, and listens with you to the last fading note. When the sound dissolves, He whispers, "Do you hear its secret? You don't speak, you only breathe." He places a hand over the bamboo pieces and feels the tiny warmth they hold from the wind. The chime does not fear the wind, he says softly. It does not worry when the breeze grows strong. It knows the wind does not stay. His words drift into you like warm tea poured into a cold cup. Then he says, "The greatest strength is not the refusal to move, but the refusal to lose oneself while moving." The master turns back toward the temple door, but pauses for a moment. He looks at you as if he sees the heaviness inside your chest. "It is the hollow bamboo," he murmurs, "that creates music, not the solid one." And then he disappears into the quiet halls. You are alone again, but not lonely, not afraid, not burdened. The wind chime sways once more, just a soft tilt, a soft ring, a soft reminder. You understand now that its music comes from space, from inner openness, from not being crowded by the noise of the world. Let yourself become like that bamboo. Let each breath create space inside you, space for softness, space for calm, space for letting things pass without keeping them. You do not need to fill yourself with anyone's bitterness. You do not need to store the sharp words someone dropped into your day. You do not need to carry their storms. Let them move. Let them pass. Let them blow through the empty spaces you choose to keep open. You are not closing your heart. You are clearing it. You are not hardening. You are softening in the smartest way. Feel your breath again. Slower now, almost weightless. Let it drift like smoke into the cool night. The moon rises higher. Its silver light spills over the wooden beams, over the old stone steps, over the wind chime hanging gently above you. The whole mountain seems to hold its breath. And inside that stillness, you begin to feel something shift deep inside your chest. A loosening, a quiet opening, a release so gentle you might have missed it if the night weren't so silent. It feels like forgiveness, not toward others, but toward yourself. Forgiveness for carrying too much. Forgiveness for breaking your own calm, just to keep peace. Forgiveness for being human in a world full of winds. Let that softness grow now. Let it rise through you like water, finding its level. Let it move into places you haven't allowed ease in for a long, long time. The wind chime does not ask why the wind is cruel. It does not analyze who caused the storm. It simply remembers its own voice. You can remember yours too, not the voice shaped by stress or fear, but the voice you had before the world grew loud, gentle, clear, steady, like bamboo singing in moonlight. Hold that feeling. Let it soak through you like warm rain on dry soil. The wind may rise again, here or there, tomorrow or next week. Someone's tone may strike you sharply. Someone's presence may shake your calm. But now you carry a deeper truth. The wind only passes. It never stays. Only you remain. Only your breath stays. Only your inner space belongs to you. Keep breathing softly. Let every exhale carry away a little more tension, a little more noise, a little more weight. The bamboo above you rests perfectly still now, as still as your heartbeat, as still as your thoughts, as still as the night itself. This stillness becomes your doorway inward, a doorway to the deeper landscape beneath the storms of daily life. In that place, storms do not frighten you. They feed you, they teach you, they plant something new inside you. A root a seed, a quiet resilience. Let this stillness be your transition, your slow descent into the next story. Let the breath settle again, soft, warm, unhurried. Let the body rest a little deeper than before. Feel the ground beneath you, steady, cool, holding your weight without asking anything in return. The night grows quieter now. The moon sits higher. The stars blink slower. Everything slows when you allow yourself to be part of the stillness. Breathe once more, gently, as the story continues. Imagine you are walking along a narrow temple path. The stones are smooth under your feet. The air carries the scent of pine and morning dew. A faint, sweeping sound echoes through the courtyard. Soft, rhythmic, almost like breathing. You follow the sound until you see him, an old monk holding a simple broom of twigs, sweeping fallen leaves from the temple gate. He moves slowly, but with purpose. Each sweep is gentle. Each motion is calm. Nothing is rushed. Leaves keep falling. Quiet flakes of gold from the autumn trees above him. They gather along the path. They scatter in the breeze. They return as soon as he clears them away. Yet he never frowns, never sighs, never fights the falling leaves. He just sweeps, with the peace of someone who understands something deeper than the problem in front of him. Stay with the sound, the sweep, the hush, the soft brush of leaves moving across the stone. Let your breath follow that rhythm. Far down the path, a man approaches. His steps are heavy, his shoulders tight, his face clouded with something sharp and heavy. He stops near the monk and watches him sweep. "Why do you keep doing that?" the man asks. "Don't you see? More leaves are falling every moment." The monk smiles softly without lifting his eyes. "Yes," he says, "and so I sweep." The man scoffs. "That would drive me crazy," he says. "I can't stand when things keep going wrong, when people keep causing trouble, when life keeps throwing problems in my way." The monk lifts a small pile of leaves onto his broom and moves them aside. He waits for the wind to settle before speaking. "And what do you do with the trouble given to you?" The man's jaw tightens. His breath grows sharp. "I carry it," he says. "I think about it. I hold it. I get angry about it. I get stressed. I can't stop it. It follows me everywhere." The monk nods, as if he has heard this story many times. He places the broom aside and gestures for the man to follow him. They walk to a small basin filled with clear water. The moon reflects on its surface like a silver coin. Beside the basin lies a small pile of rounded river stones. The monk picks one up and places it gently in the man's hands. "Hold this," he says. The man does. The monk picks up another stone. "Hold this one too." Then another, and this, then another. "Take this as well." Soon the man's arms are full of stones, cold, heavy, uncomfortable. His breath strains, his shoulders rise, his balance wavers. "That's enough," the man mutters. "It's too heavy." The monk shakes his head. "But these are only stones, small ones. Imagine if you kept adding more." "Donsa, donsa, 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 donsa." The man tries to shift the weight, but the stones dig deeper into his arms. The monk kneels and begins sweeping again. "People give you many things," he says quietly. "Some give kindness, some give wisdom, some give joy. Lets the leaves gather by the temple steps, and some give anger, fear, chaos, and heaviness. He turns to the man. But you decide what you carry. The wind lifts a few leaves and drops them again at the monk's feet. He sweeps them with the same slow rhythm. The man looks down at the stones in his arms. Cold, hard, sharp in places. "I never asked for these," he says. The monk nods. People rarely ask for negativity, but they accept it without noticing. The man tries to hold the stones tighter, but they only weigh him down more. "Set them down," the monk says softly. The man hesitates. Then he kneels and lets the stones fall into the basin. They sink slowly and rest at the bottom. The water ripples outward, then clears. The man exhales a long, slow breath, the first soft breath he's taken in years. The monk says, "You see, your heart was not made to carry everything." The man watches the water grow still again. "You sweep the leaves," he murmurs, "and you let them go." "Yes," the monk replies. "I sweep what falls, but I never keep what was never meant to stay." The broom moves again. Soft strokes, soft sounds, soft breaths. The man sits quietly beside him, feeling something unclench inside his chest. The leaves fall. The wind shifts. The night deepens, and the monk keeps sweeping, not to finish, not to win, not to control the world, only to keep his path clear. The man watches the endless rhythm. Leaves fall. He sweeps. Leaves fall again. He sweeps again. It is the simplest thing, but it feels like the most profound peace the man has ever seen. Your breath settles now, slow, steady, like the sweep of the broom. You begin to understand what the man feels. A quiet recognition that the weight you carried was never yours. Some words were never yours. Some moods were never yours. Some storms never belonged to your spirit. Let that truth sink deeper into you. Take a slow breath. Feel it gather. Everything you've been carrying. The tension, the worry, the comments, the energy that doesn't belong to you. Then exhale and let the breath place those stones back into the water. You don't need them. You never did. The monk sweeps again. The sound grows softer as the moon climbs higher. The man beside him feels lighter, freer, more open than he has felt in years. The leaves settle. The path clears. The night rests. Let yourself rest too. Let the heaviness drop from your chest. Let the weight leave your ribs. Let the breath move through you without resistance. You don't need to tie stones to your heart anymore. Not tonight. Not tomorrow. Not ever again. You can sweep the moment. Sweep the emotion. Sweep the energy. Sweep the memory. Not by force. Not by fighting. Just like the monk. Simple. Gentle. At peace with the falling leaves. The temple courtyard grows still. The broom rests. The man breathes softly. And the night hums with a deep warmth. This warmth becomes yours. Let it fill the quiet corners of your mind. Let it reach the tired places in your chest. Let it soften what life has hardened. This story lives in you now. Its rhythm, its breath, its peace. And as you sink deeper into the night, you begin to sense something rising beneath the surface. Something new, something gentle, something hidden inside the storms you once feared. A seed, a root, a quiet strength that grows only in dark soil. Stay here, in this quiet courtyard, with the monk, with the falling leaves, with the soft broom moving the world aside one breath at a time. Let yourself sink deeper into the stillness around you, the warm night air, the gentle moonlight, the hush of the mountains. Feel the peace slowly enter your body, not all at once, but the way dawn enters a dark valley. Softly, quietly, like a secret taking shape, the man sits beside the monk for a long moment, not speaking, just breathing, just watching the leaves fall and the broom rise and the peaceful rhythm continue. "Do you sweep every day?" the man finally asks. The monk nods. "Every morning, every evening, sometimes more." The man frowns gently. "But why? Why sweep when the wind will undo it soon?" The monk smiles. "Because sweeping is not for the ground," he says softly. "It is for the heart." The man turns this over in his mind. Slowly, like a stone rolled between tired hands, the monk picks up another leaf. It is small, light, almost weightless. He twirls it between his fingers. "This leaf," he says, "is the word someone said today. A sharp word, a careless word." He sets the leaf down gently on the ground. It falls. "I sweep it." The man watches. The monk lifts another leaf. "This one is the look someone gave you. A look filled with judgment." He places it next to the first leaf. It falls. "I sweep it." The man breathes slowly. His chest rises with a softness that wasn't there before. The monk lifts a third leaf. "This one is disappointment. Someone else's mood. Someone else's storm." He places it quietly on the growing pile. It falls. "I sweep it." The monk continues. Leaf after leaf, emotion after emotion, burden after burden, until the small pile grows into a mound. Then he sweeps it away with a single gentle motion. The man watches as the leaves scatter into the night, freeing the path again. What if the wind keeps bringing more? The man asks. The monk looks up at the star-filled sky. Then, "I keep sweeping," he says with a smile. "It is not the wind that troubles us. It is our decision to hold everything it brings." Let that settle inside you, deep, quiet, true. A breeze moves through the courtyard. Leaves drift down again. One touches the man's knee. Another lands in his open hand. He studies the leaf carefully. It is so light, so delicate, so easy to let go. He hadn't realized how heavy he made things that were meant to fall away. He looks at the monk. "How long did it take to learn this?" he asks. The monk sweeps. Once more. The sound is soft, almost musical, like a slow exhale. "A lifetime," the monk says. "And also, no time at all." The man tilts his head. "I don't understand." The monk taps his chest gently. The heart understands the moment it stops gripping. The broom sweeps again. A soft brush, a soft breath, and the path clears once more. A deep silence follows. The kind of silence that feels alive. The kind that feels like it's listening to you. Breathe with that silence now. Slow, warm, unhurried. Let your breath become part of the night. Let your mind soften the way leaves soften as they fall. Let your heart feel the way the broom feels, light, gentle, moving only what needs moving. The man closes his eyes. He imagines all the stones he tied to his heart, all the comments, all the moods, all the small wounds he carried longer than he should have. He sees them now as leaves. Nothing more, nothing heavier. He exhales slowly and imagines his breath sweeping them aside, one by one, like the monk clearing the path. The relief is almost immediate. A loosening, a softening, a warmth spreading through his chest. The monk watches quietly. "You see," he whispers, Your heart is learning to sweep. The man opens his eyes. The moonlight reflects in the basin of water nearby. The stones he dropped earlier rest at the bottom in perfect stillness. I tied so many to myself, he says softly, for so long. The monk nods gently. Many do, most do, until they learn what their heart was meant to carry. Another leaf falls. The monk sweeps it away. What is the heart meant to carry? The Kamsma. What is the heart meant to carry? The man asks. The monk points to the empty space beneath the moon. Only what keeps you open, he answers. Let that fall into your breath now. Let it sink into the quiet. Let it soften the tired places you rarely show. The man closes his eyes again. He imagines a new morning one, where he wakes without the stones he once tied. One where he lets the leaves fall, and fall, and fall, without fear, without gripping, without collecting what was never meant to stay. He feels lighter, warmer, more himself. The monk sweeps one last time, a slow, gentle stroke. Then he leans the broom against the temple wall. Come, he says softly, walk with me. They step into the quiet garden. The night air is cool. The lanterns glow softly like floating embers. The grass bends gently under their feet. The man notices how light he feels, as if some invisible weight finally lifted. The monk touches his arm. Life will still bring leaves, he says. People will still bring storms. Some winds will be gentle, some will be sharp. He stops and looks directly into the man's tired eyes. But you will not tie those stones to your heart again. The man feels the truth of those words. He feels it like warmth in his chest, like moonlight on his skin, like breath after a long silence. The monk turns and points toward the deeper woods. Some storms, he says softly, carry seeds that only grow in dark places. He smiles, a calm, knowing smile. Your heart is ready to meet them now. The man breathes in, slow, warm, full. He breathes out, soft, deep, free. And the night opens into a new path, a path leading into the forest, through the quiet earth, towards something waiting beneath the surface, a seed, a hidden strength, a quiet rebirth. Let your breath settle one more time. Settle again, deeper than before, as if the night is guiding you inward, one soft breath at a time. Feel your body grow heavier, warmer, safer. Let the breath drop down into your belly. Slow, steady, unforced. You have walked far tonight, through the river, through the falling leaves, through the quiet lessons, hidden in the dark. Now the night carries you to another place, a place of soft fire and gentle protection. You arrive at a quiet hallway inside the mountain temple. The stone floor is cool. The lanterns on the walls glow like distant stars. The air is still, but touched by something you cannot name. Walk slowly, lightly, letting your fingers brush the wooden walls as you pass. Listen closely. There a faint crackle of flame, a soft flicker, a trembling glow behind an old sliding door. Slide it open gently and step inside. A single candle burns in the center of a small meditation room. Its flame wavers as cool air slips through the cracks in the walls. The draft is almost invisible, but you can feel it. A thin, wandering wind moving through the room like a whisper with no source. The candle struggles. It bends. It quivers. It leans toward the floor as if exhausted. Yet it does not go out. A young monk kneels nearby, his hands folded, his brow tense, his breath unsteady. He was told to keep the candle lit until sunrise, but the room is full of drafts, cold currents, sneaky winds. Every time the candle finds its strength, another draft arrives sudden, sharp, and the flame shrinks again. You sit beside him in the dim glow. He looks at you. "I can't stop the wind," he whispers. "I can't protect the flame. No matter how hard I try, something keeps blowing it out." He leans closer to the candle, cupping his hands, shielding the flame. But the wind slips between his fingers. The flame wavers again. He sighs a long, heavy sigh, filled with frustration. You watch him struggle, and you feel the truth of his struggle inside your own body. You may know this feeling, trying to protect your peace in a room full of drafts, trying to stay calm while harsh winds push into your world, trying to shine while someone's tone, someone's mood, someone's chaos keeps stealing your warmth. Let your breath slow as you sit beside the monk. Let your heart soften as the candle flickers. Then you hear footsteps, soft, measured, steady. The master enters the room. He kneels beside the candle and looks at the young monk with kind, patient eyes. "You are fighting the wind," the master says. "Why?" The monk lowers his gaze. "To protect the flame." The master smiles gently. "And is the wind yours to control?" The monk shakes his head. "No." The master touches his shoulder. "Then why do you try?" A long silence follows. A warm silence. A silence that feels like the room itself taking a soft breath. The master rises slowly. He moves to the first window and closes it lightly. The draft softens. He moves to a second crack beneath the wooden wall and seals it with a folded cloth. The flame steadies. He kneels at the sliding door and adjusts the frame until the breeze quiets. The candle grows taller, brighter, still. The monk watches in wordless awe. "I didn't think of that," he murmurs. The master returns to sit beside him. "You were guarding the flame," he says softly. He says, "But you forgot to guard the room." The monk looks down at his trembling hands. "I tried to be strong," he whispers. The master shakes his head. "Strength is not the answer," he murmurs. "Direction is." He gestures toward the candle. "The wind is not your enemy. It is simply wind. It moves where it wants. It acts as it must." He places a hand over his chest. "But your peace is your responsibility." The monk breathes in slowly, as if taking in the truth of that moment. You feel it too warm, steady, like a small flame finding the space it needs to live. The master continues, "You cannot stop the world from being the world, but you can close the drafts within yourself." He touches the cracks he sealed earlier. "Boundaries," he says quietly. "Not walls, not defenses, just gentle closures, placed with care." Boundaries. The monk gazes at the candle. The flame is calm now, stable, tall and warm. "It wasn't the wind," the monk whispers. "It was the openings." The master nods. "Yes." He places the broom of his sleeve over the monk's hand. Life will always send winds, sharp words, chaotic moods, unsteady people. But those drafts only enter where you leave yourself open without intention. He looks at you now, directly, softly, as if he sees your tired heart beneath your ribs. "You have a flame too," he says. "Small, beautiful, and easily shaken when you forget to close the places that matter." Let that truth sink gently into your breath. Feel your heartbeat soften, slow, settle. Let your shoulders grow warm as the candle glows brighter. The master rises. "I will leave you," he says to the monk. "The room is yours now." He leaves quietly. The door closes. The draft falls still. You and the young monk sit together in the warm light. The flame dances gently but stays steady, a soft glow in the heart of the room. The monk looks at you with new understanding. "I thought I had to fight," he whispers. "I thought I had to protect myself every second." He studies the candle. So much effort, so much tension, all because I forgot to close the drafts. He places his hands in his lap and breathes slowly. You breathe with him. Soft, warm, peace, settling deeper into your chest. You begin to feel your own drafts. The places where stress enters, the cracks that let noise inside, the gaps where someone's anger slips into your spirit. You feel them, not with fear, but with understanding. And with understanding comes quiet power. You see the truth. Your peace is not fragile. It only needs protection. Gentle protection. Caring protection. Honest protection. Not resistance. Not force. Not endless struggle. Just boundaries. Soft boundaries. Loving boundaries. Steady boundaries. Like closing a window when the cold wind blows. Like sealing a crack when the night gets too harsh. Like shaping your space so your flame can live. Feel that truth travel down your spine. Feel it warm your belly. Feel it settle in your breath. The candle flickers once, then grows taller, as if bowing to the silence that holds it. The monk smiles softly. "It's quiet now," he says. You nod, and I can see the flame. You nod again. He looks at the candle with gentle gratitude. "It was never weak," he whispers. "It only needed a safer place to shine." Let those words touch the part of you that has felt tired, overwhelmed, pushed by other people's winds. You were never weak. You were never failing. Your flame was never broken. You only needed to close a few drafts. Inside you, a warmth rises, steady, quiet, glowing like embers resting under ash. Your breath follows it, slow, deep, like a flame breathing. The room grows warmer. The night grows softer. Your heartbeat steadies. The candle glows in the center of the room. A small sun held in darkness. You watch its light spill across the walls, over the floor, over the monk's peaceful face, and then over your own hands. And you feel the truth. You are protected. You are safe. You are capable of guarding your flame. You are learning to close the drafts. The candle glows again. A soft, golden pulse. A warm reminder. And as your breath settles, as your body drifts, as your spirit softens, the warmth of the candle becomes a doorway leading into the open sky, wide, endless, untouched by storms. Let the light carry you upward now, upward into stillness, upward into peace. Stay with the warmth, just for a moment longer. Let it settle in the quiet space behind your ribs. The candle glows softly, a pulse of gold in the dim meditation room. Its flame rises with each inhale you take and softens with each slow exhale. You feel connected to it, as if your breath and its light share the same rhythm. The young monk watches it too. The glow reflects in his calm eyes. His shoulders, once tense, now fall loosely at his sides. "It's strange," he whispers. "I spent the whole night protecting the flame with my hands, but the drafts kept winning." He touches the floor gently, as though bowing to the truth. "All along," he says, I only needed to protect the room. The silence agrees. It fills the space between you both. Soft, warm, understanding. You look at the candle again. The flame is strong now, not because the wind stopped, but because the space around it was shaped with care. This room is no longer its enemy. It has become its sanctuary. Let that sink into you. Let it move quietly through your chest. Your sanctuary is not built from walls. It's built from choices. Small ones, gentle ones, invisible ones. A window closed at the right time. A crack sealed with a breath of honesty. A draft stopped with a quiet boundary. You can feel those choices opening inside you now. The monk leans back slightly. His breath deepens. His hands relax in his lap. I thought closing things was unkind, he murmurs. I thought boundaries made the flame smaller. He looks toward you, seeking understanding. You hear the truth beneath his words. Maybe you've felt it too. Maybe you've been told that saying no was selfish, that asking for space was cold, that protecting your heart was unnecessary. But here, in this quiet room, the candle teaches the opposite. The master's voice echoes gently in your memory. Boundaries keep your flame alive. The monk lets out a long, slow breath, a breath of release. It never occurred to me, he says, that guarding my peace does not push others away. He looks at the sealed window. Sometimes it simply keeps the wind out. The flame flickers lightly, as if nodding. You feel that truth in your own chest. Soft, steady, quietly empowering. The candle is not fighting, not straining, not shrinking. It simply stands in a protected space, free to shine, without fear. Imagine your own inner flame just like this. Imagine it glowing in the center of your life. Imagine a space around it built from kindness and clarity and gentle honesty. You decide who enters that space. You decide which winds you allow in. You decide which drafts you seal with care. You are not shutting out the world. You are shaping the room where your peace lives. Let your breath deepen as this truth grows stronger. You are allowed to close the door. You are allowed to seal the cracks. You are allowed to choose warmth over chaos. The monk shifts slightly, as if the warmth is working its way into his bones. When the wind came, he says softly, I felt fear. I felt myself shrinking. I thought the flame would vanish. He closes his eyes. But now, even if the wind returns, I know the drafts will not shake me. A new breath enters the room, the kind of breath that feels like trust. You hear the candle make a faint sound, a soft crackle, a tiny whisper of fire finding its strength. The monk opens his eyes and watches the flame. It's beautiful, he says, not because it is bright, but because it is safe. He turns to you. Have you ever felt, he asks, like your peace was at the mercy of other people's winds? You don't need to answer. Your silence is enough. The monk nods gently. It is a painful thing, he whispers, to feel your flame bend to someone else's storm. He lowers his gaze, then lifts it again. But it is a healing thing, he adds softly, to realize the room was always yours to protect. A warm stillness spreads across the floor. The air grows quiet around the flame. You feel it too, a calm power, rising gently through your chest. It does not shout. It does not fight. It does not demand. It simply glows. The monk watches the candle and then closes his eyes. I understand now, he whispers. I don't have to fix the wind. I only need to care for the flame. The warmth deepens. The light spreads. You breathe slowly, deeply, letting this understanding settle into your body. The master returns quietly. His footsteps barely touch the floor. He kneels beside you both and looks at the candle. "It is stable now," he says softly. The monk bows his head. "Because I stopped fighting," he answers. The master smiles. "Because you closed what needed closing." He places a warm hand on the monk's shoulder. "Remember," he says, "the wind is never the problem. The open cracks are." He looks toward you now, straight into your quiet, resting heart. "Protect your flame," he murmurs, "not by fear, but by clarity." He rises and begins to walk away. But before he leaves, he adds one last whisper. A peaceful flame lights the whole room. Then he steps out, closing the door gently behind him. The candle glows brighter. The drafts are silent. The room is warm. The monk releases a final breath, a breath of surrender and peace. Let that peace settle into your body now. Let it wrap around your ribs. Let it soften your throat. Let it smooth the furrows beneath your thoughts. Imagine your own flame again, small, bright, and safe. Imagine the room around it, a sanctuary, a gentle shelter, a space shaped by boundaries made of love. No storm can reach it. No voice can shake it. No wind can steal it. You have sealed the drafts. You have chosen warmth. You have chosen peace. Your breath deepens. Your heartbeat steadies. Your mind softens like wax melting around a steady wick. The candle glows one last time, a soft reminder of your inner light. And as the warmth expands, growing through your chest, your shoulders, your back, you feel yourself drifting into a deeper stillness, a stillness wide as night, a stillness warm as fire, a stillness safe as a closed room holding one gentle flame. This stillness becomes the doorway to the final story, a story as vast as the quiet sky. Let your breath fall into silence now. Slow, soft, beautifully calm. Settle again, deeper than before, as if the night itself is guiding you inward. Let your breath soften, warm, unhurried, flowing across your chest like a slow tide. Feel your body grow heavier, safer, as the last story unfolds around you. A deep stillness fills the mountain temple. But now you are called outside, into the open air, into the quiet fields beyond the wooden gate. Walk with me, slowly, barefoot, under the moonlit sky. The earth is cool, the night is wide. The wind touches your skin with a softness that feels like acceptance. Ahead of you lies a small pond. Its surface is smooth, like dark glass, reflecting every star above it. The air smells of water lilies, fresh mud, wet roots, a scent both simple and ancient. At the center of the pond, you see it a single lotus, tall, still, quietly shining in the moonlight. Its petals glow like pale silk. Its stem rises straight through the water, and beneath it, the mud rests, dark, thick, unmoved. A young monk kneels at the pond's edge. You recognize him from the earlier stories, the one who learned about the stones, and the leaves, and the candle. He is older now, wiser, calmer. But tonight, his face is troubled again. His hands rest on his knees. His breath is tight, his shoulders stiff. The master stands behind him. Tonight's lesson is quieter, softer, yet deeper than the others. You take a place beside the monk, close enough to hear his uneasy exhale. "I don't understand," he whispers. "I keep doing my best. I keep my flame protected. I sweep the leaves. I release the stones." His voice trembles. But some people, they keep throwing mud. The master kneels beside you both. Look at the lotus, he says. The monk raises his head. His tired eyes rest on the glowing flower. The lotus stands untouched by the mud below, its petals unmarked, its light unharmed. The master asks, "Do you see the mud?" The monk nods. Yes, it looks heavy and dark. The master leans forward. Does it touch the lotus? The monk shakes his head. No. A slow breath, a warm breath. The master continues. The mud is the lotus home, its birthplace, its foundation, but the lotus never reacts. The monk studies the flower for a long moment. It doesn't fear the mud, he whispers. The master smiles, and it doesn't absorb it. The wind moves gently across the pond. The water ripples softly. But the lotus remains still. You feel its stillness enter you, a quiet reminder of something you've forgotten. The master continues. Some people throw their mud at you, their anger, their fear, their bitterness. He touches the surface of the water. It ripples outward in gentle circles, but you decide whether it stains you. The monk lowers his gaze. I want to stay calm, he says, but when the mud hits me, I feel it. I absorb it. I lose my peace. The master nods. You feel the splash, but you don't need to take it in. He reaches toward the lotus. His fingers stop just before the petals. See how it grows, he says, from the mud, through the water, into the air. He gestures to each layer. The mud is messy. The water is murky. The air is open. The lotus chooses the air. The monk closes his eyes and breathes deeply. You breathe with him. Slow, warm, steady. The master rises. Let me show you something. He steps to the pond's edge and lifts a handful of mud. Thick, cold, dark as night. He holds it over the water. The monk watches nervously. The master lets the mud fall. It splashes, sending drops outward. Some reach the lotus leaves. Some drift toward its petals. You expect the flower to bend, to shake, to react, but it stands still, unmoved, unafraid, unbothered. The mud slides back into the water, falling away from the lotus as if it never belonged there. You feel that stillness deep in your chest. The master returns to sit beside you. You see, he says quietly, it did not absorb the mud. The monk studies the lotus with wide, thoughtful eyes. It didn't fight, he whispers, and it didn't shrink. He shakes his head in wonder. It just stayed, itself. The master smiles. That is the strength you seek. A long silence follows, a healing silence, a silence that settles over the pond like moonlight on water. The monk leans closer to the lotus. But how? He asks softly. How does it stay clean when everything around it is mud? The master touches the monk's chest with two gentle fingers. It remembers what it is, he says. Not the mud, not the water, but the light above. You feel something warm, open inside your ribs. A remembering, a soft, quiet truth you have always known but rarely lived. You are not the mud others tried to throw. You are not the stories spoken about you. You are not the moods that splashed against you. You are the lotus. You rise. You breathe. You bloom. The monk's breath deepens. Slow, full, almost relieved. He gazes at the lotus again. It didn't take the mud personally, he whispers. It didn't think the mud was about the flower. The master nods, because it wasn't. Another soft silence, another warm breath moving through the night. The moon reflects on the still water. Clouds drift gently overhead. Crickets hum softly in the tall grass behind you. The monk touches the pond's surface with one fingertip. Sometimes, he says, I react so fast, as if the mud belongs to me. The master shakes his head. No, he murmurs. It never belonged to you. He points to the lotus. The monk watches as another ripple touches the flower. It does not bend. It does not flinch. It simply remains what it is. This, the master says softly, is the highest peace. Not avoiding the mud. He gestures to the dark water below, but rising through it without becoming it. You feel that truth move into your breath. Not avoiding, not absorbing, rising. Your breath deepens as the master continues. When someone throws anger, let it fall like mud against the petals. He lifts a hand. Let it slide off. He lowers his hand. Let it return to the water. He closes his eyes. Do not swallow what was never yours. The monk bows his head. His body softens. His breath steadies. He is learning not to react to every splash, every gust, every drop of mud. And you are too. Let that truth settle inside you. You do not have to react to every mud-throwing moment. You are becoming like the lotus, strong in softness, clean in chaos, rooted in your stillness. Feel your breath again, slow, warm, glowing like a calm flame in your chest. The monk whispers almost to himself, I can rise too. The master smiles. You already are. You feel a deep warmth spread through your body, like a quiet sunrise beneath your ribs. The lotus sways gently in the night air, simply blooming. The master rises and walks away slowly through the tall grass. His robes brush the earth. His presence melts into the moonlight. You and the monk remain by the pond, breathing, watching the lotus glow. The night grows deeper. The air grows softer. Your body grows heavier with peaceful warmth. The monk closes his eyes. I understand, he whispers. I don't have to stop the mud. I only need to stay above it. Let those words rest inside you. A soft truth, a gentle strength, a new protection. Your breath falls into an even slower rhythm, like petals drifting to the surface of the water. The lotus glows brighter as your eyelids grow heavier. This story, this night, this quiet strength has carried you far. Now let the stillness open wider. Let the warmth rise through your chest. Let the mud fall away. Let the lotus within you stay untouched, unshaken, unburdened. Let it bloom. And as the petals open in your mind, as the breath softens just a little more, as your heart settles into the deepest calm, you drift gently into the final, quiet moment of this journey. A peaceful closing, a soft surrender, a rest deeper than thought. You have become the lotus, and the night holds you gently as you float into sleep. Stay with the stillness just a little longer. Let the night wrap around you like a warm blanket laid gently over a tired body. The pond rests in perfect silence. Only the soft ripple of water moves beneath the lotus. Even the wind seems to honor this moment. Your breath slows, matching the quiet rhythm of the moonlit world. The lotus stands tall, its stem firm, its petals glowing like pale lanterns. On the dark water, you watch the flower as if you've known it your entire life. A part of you recognizes it not as a plant, but as something inside you, something you forgot was yours. The monk beside you opens his eyes again. They shine softly in the moonlight. I always thought, he whispers, that to stay peaceful, I had to avoid the mud. He shakes his head slowly. But the lotus grows because of the mud, not in spite of it. The master, from a distance, hears the words and turns his head slightly. He does not speak, but the faint curl of his lips reveals a quiet approval. The monk reaches out toward the pond. His fingers skim the cool surface. Ripples stretch outward, gentle, patient, dissolving into stillness. He watches the ripples fade. Maybe, he murmurs, I can let things pass without letting them change me. You feel something lift in your chest, like a tight knot, loosening at last. The air feels lighter. The night feels softer. Your breath feels deeper. Let that ease rise through your body. Let it melt beneath your ribs. Let it reach the tired corners of your heart. The lotus sways slightly as a breeze moves across the pond, but it does not bend in fear. It moves with grace as if greeting the wind on its way. The monk stands slowly. He steps closer to the edge and leans over the reflection of the lotus. I always reacted to the mud, he whispers. I thought I had to. The master finally walks over. His footsteps are silent, his presence gentle. He stands beside the monk and looks at the reflection in the pond. Two figures and one glowing lotus between them. Reaction, the master says softly, comes from forgetting who you are. The monk takes a slow breath. And the lotus? He asks. The master answers, it remembers. The pond holds the silence like a secret. The monk closes his eyes. His breath becomes calm, steady, rooted. I want that, he says quietly. I want to remember. The master gestures to the lotus. Then watch it closely. The monk kneels again. You kneel beside him. The lotus does nothing. It simply remains. Yet its stillness teaches more than any word could. A firefly drifts past you. Another glows near the reeds. Their tiny lights mingle with the moonlight reflected on the water. The master speaks again, soft, slow, and warm. People will bring their mud, he says. Some will carry buckets of it. Some will throw it without thinking. He pauses as the breeze quiets. You cannot stop their mud, he continues, but you can stop your heart from reacting to it. The monk's shoulders fall into a softer position. And when I don't react, he asks. The master smiles gently. Your peace becomes untouchable. The monk turns to the lotus again. I can feel that, he whispers. It feels like rising without effort. You breathe deeply. You feel it too. A kind of lifting inside your chest. Quiet, steady, like something blooming beneath your ribs. The master steps back and lets the silence speak. The monk watches the lotus in front of him. He studies its stem, its petals, the space between each leaf. At last, he says, it does not hate the mud. The master nods. No, and it does not love the mud. Again, the master nods. No, it simply grows, the monk concludes. The master places a hand on the monk's back. And that, he whispers, is freedom. You feel the truth of that slide into your breath, quietly, gently, like a soft wave finding the shore. The monk rises slowly. He looks lighter now, not because the world changed, but because he changed how he meets it. He turns to you. Thank you, he says softly, for sitting with me, for learning beside me. You nod, because his lesson is also yours. Your breath deepens. Your spine softens. Your mind grows quiet. The lotus glows with an inner light that seems to reach through the night and into your heart. The monk watches it a moment longer. "I understand now," he whispers. "To deal with mud is not to fight it. It is to rise above it." The master places the final words of the night into the air. Rise quietly. Rise gently. Rise like a lotus. The monk closes his eyes, standing tall as if he feels himself growing above the pond. You close your eyes too, and in the darkness behind your eyelids, you see it clearly. Your own lotus. It rises from the mud of old memories. It rises from the storm of sharp voices. It rises from the weight of past struggles. It rises through murky waters, steady, patient, unhurried. And then it blooms, a soft, luminous bloom opening in the center of your being. Feel that now. The petals, the glow, the warmth. It is yours. It has always been yours. You simply forgot in the noise of the world. Let your breath slow, slow again, soft as a falling petal. The master and the monk begin walking back along the moonlit path. Their figures fade into the quiet night. You remain by the pond for a moment longer, just long enough to feel your own heart settle into stillness. The lotus glows across the water. Its reflection shimmers under the stars. You breathe once more, a deep, warm breath, and then you rise slowly, gently, peacefully, carrying the lotus within you. Each step you take feels lighter. Each inhale feels richer. Each exhale feels like letting go of one last drop of mud. The night embraces you. The silence welcomes you. Your inner light blooms quietly in the darkness. And as you walk away from the pond, toward rest, toward warmth, toward quiet healing, you carry one final truth in your breath. You do not have to react to every drop of mud. You are the lotus, and you rise. Let the night hold you now. Let the earth steady you. Let your breath carry you into deeper ease. This story dissolves, petal by petal, into soft darkness as your heart prepares for sleep, peace, and the silent, steady glow of your inner lotus. The night has grown deeper now, so deep you can almost feel it resting against your skin, a calm, endless blanket stretching quietly across the world. You've walked far tonight, through river paths, through falling leaves, through candle-lit rooms, and across the still water where the lotus bloomed, without fear of the mud. You've breathed through storms. You've softened into stillness. You've watched light survive in places where light should have faded. And now, you have arrived at the quiet center of your own being. No effort left. No questions left. Just breath and night and you. Let your inhale fall a little deeper now, warm and soft, like dipping into a gentle river. And your exhale, longer, looser, like releasing a weight you didn't know you were still holding. Everything is slowing, everything is softening, everything is easing itself into silence. Listen for a moment to the memory of the river, its gentle current moving around the rocks, never fighting, never breaking, flowing with a wisdom older than time. That river lives inside you now, flowing through your breath, through your chest, through the quiet pathways beneath your ribs. Let it wash you clean, wash you empty, wash you free. Now feel the echo of the candle flame from the drafty room, small, steady, protected. A flame that stayed lit, not by resisting the wind, but by sheltering itself with simple clarity. That flame lives in you too, glowing gently in the warm space behind your heart. Let it shimmer quietly. Let it remind your body that you are safe, right here, right now. And then, feel the lotus, the soft rise from the dark water, the bloom, untouched by anything thrown at it. The lotus does not hurry. The lotus does not fear. It rises because rising is its nature. Let that rising move through you. Let it lift the places that have felt heavy. Let it open the parts of you that forgot how to bloom. Each breath, a petal unfolding. Each exhale, a release into peace. The night around you grows even quieter. The wind slows. The moon sits still. The sky rests its weight on your tired thoughts until even they fall asleep. You are drifting now. Drifting like a leaf on gentle water. Drifting like a lantern carried by ocean air. Drifting like a cloud that no longer remembers what it was worried about. Your breath is softer than candlelight. Your body is warmer than moonlit stone. Your mind is wider than the night sky overhead. Nothing can reach you here. Nothing can disturb this quiet field you've discovered. This is your sanctuary, your inner room, your sealed, peaceful space where no draft can steal your warmth. Feel how still it is here, how tender, how beautifully simple. You have let go of every stone. You have swept away every leaf. You have forgiven every piece of mud that tried to cling to you. Now there is only breath, only softness, only the slow unwinding of the heart. Let your arms grow heavy. Let your legs melt into the bed beneath you. Let your spine loosen like a gentle rope, uncoiling in warm sunlight. There is no more effort, no more doing, no more thinking, only being. You are the river. You are the candle. You are the lotus. You are the quiet at the center of everything. And the night, the wide, endless night, is holding you in its open hands. Let yourself drift now, deeper and deeper, into the soft darkness that welcomes you like an old friend. Feel yourself falling into the quiet glow beneath your ribs, falling into warmth, falling into stillness, falling into rest. Every breath slower than the last, every heartbeat gentler than the one before. The universe breathes with you, soft, steady, unhurried. You are safe. You are held. You are home. And now, as the last threads of thought dissolve into silence, let the night wrap around you like the calmest ocean, and let yourself drift without direction and without fear into the deepest peace your body remembers, into sleep, into stillness, into the quiet that holds everything. Rest now.